Hello, everyone. Today I want to talk about how there are chilling effects to having to use the two-step verification process. Now, I talk about flagging about once a week on my channel, and this is going to be about a very specific aspect of it. And a little bit of backstory here. Recently, Justin Templar was hacked. He was a YouTuber that, in recent months, was very critical of a certain ring of YouTubers, and that ring of YouTubers have been jumping for joy and retweeting things from his hacked accounts. And in the wake of that, a lot of us YouTubers, like Aldous Valor and myself, have been protecting all of our channels and accounts outside of YouTube with two-step verification, wherein if somebody tries to log into your account from a computer that doesn't have a cookie on it already, stating that you have logged in from that system before, they will be given a page where they will have to put in a code that is then texted to your cell phone. The problem with this is that it has a chilling effect on speech. And how is that? Well, you are then put into a position where you have connected your accounts to yourself, to your cell phone, in a way that further identifies who you are. There are a lot of YouTubers who couldn't be part of certain volatile conversations without using pseudonyms. You know, some women don't want to be stalked and cyber stalked and harassed, and their fears run wild with everything else that can happen if they are identified as to who they really are. But also, there are other things that are a part of our current YouTube culture that are chilling when you have to identify yourself further. And I feel like one of the more pressing issues is that people will use flagging and DMCAs falsely in order to take down criticism of themselves. And when this happens, if you have an account that has successive DMCAs attack it, and then it goes down, the cell phone that you had connected to it will not be useful to you later when you're trying to verify another channel that you want to start up again. You will be blacklisted in that way, and then the information as to what your cell phone number was will be given to anyone who wants to press further legal issues, and sometimes they only press in order to get a counterclaim from you, in order to get you to dox yourself even further, so that they can use your personal information in a way to try to silence your speech by blasting it everywhere and getting you to think twice about ever having engaged in that sort of conversation. So what we have is a catch-22 of do you want to verify all of your accounts and have them connected to your cell phone and your actual personal information, and just make safe, tame content that basically kowtows to the wishes of those who would control what kind of speech you're allowed to have in their eyes? Or do you want to go under a pseudonym and risk being hacked in order to have cutting-edge criticism and content about people and issues that you are passionate about? And because so many people have been forced into this catch-22, we have seen over the past 3 years, especially, a decline in that sort of video criticism that used to be very popular here on YouTube. We even have people who ridicule when it is called criticism, and they would like to say, well, no, it just got rid of all the hate speech that was popular with bigots, And is that really the case? I don't think so. I think that people got tired of, every time they want to engage in a certain conversation, somebody who maybe even is nameless themselves will go hunting for all of their information on the internet and look to keep repeating their personal information in order to silence them, in order to say, if you want to be a part of this conversation and oppose me, then you have to face me trying to affect your personal life. You know? And people just don't want to risk it anymore. So they're going ahead with tying their accounts to their identity in order to protect their accounts from hacking and making safe content that is boring. And that's what's happening to our YouTube culture. And I ask, is that what we want? You know, that one side of an issue can use the law and then break the law even further, you know, use the law and then go outside of the law at the same time to just create an environment where everyone's speech is suppressed and people are not willing to come forth with good discourse anymore because they fear reprisals outside of the conversation. Just a little tip to close this. Every cell phone you have can do two-step verification on 2 Google accounts every 6 months. And if you have tablets and other cell phones at your disposal, or even a landline where you can get a voice to give you the code, all of those can each also verify 2 accounts if you want to go that route and protect your content rather than make any more edgy content. And at this point, I feel like my channel is big enough that I side on protecting my content rather than trying to be edgy. And I feel like my vocabulary is wide enough that I can get around certain accusations of hate speech or anything else like that. So I think I'll do okay, and if I can't, then I will go to a channel that is not connected to me in order to make that biting criticism and just hope that it isn't that much of a loss to my main channel, because that's the culture these kind of people create when they will flag and then they will hack in order to silence you.